Welcome back to Club Dino. If you saw a recent Tom Yang video about reproduction ignition parts, I want to relay a similar malady in the Dino world. I originally showed you my tune-up video, and I have a cache of parts here. I put on a 1990s terracotta original Magneti Marelli distributor cap and original rotor. Actually, I put a reproduction rotor on after that video, and I bought it from Superformance, and it did not fit the exact same way. It did not slide down the shaft and bottom out. It was tight and you can see it eventually. I hope the light's right there. There's a crack right down the shaft side. So it is not properly the proper hole inside. It's just a little bit too small. And I bought that from Superformance. I bought a distributor cap, unmarked one from Maserati Source for $100. And I said, well, I will fit the reproductions and see how they go. Well, I installed this one, and you can see the carbon cap in the center is there to take up the slack of the rotor as it moves through it. Well, this bottomed out completely. You could feel it. You could feel contact with the rotor. And I realized that this is just lacking about 1/8 of an inch on the edge. It was too tight to it. I tried this with the original rotor, not the reproduction. It had the same problem. I tried the original distributor cap with the reproduction rotor, had the same problem. I tried the reproduction cap with the reproduction rotor and had really a similar problem. It was pushed all the way down, and that's what Tom Yang's problem was. The installation was just far too tight. Now, how do you get that with reproduction parts? I mean, they're almost the same, but they're just a little tight. Well, the answer is cast shrinkage. In order to make reproduction parts, you take an original part and then you put it in a mold and create a mother, and then you create products from that. Well, during that process of creating a negative image and positive image and back again, you are introducing mold shrinkage. In this case, we saw in the inner diameter of the reproduction rotor, and in the reproduction distributor cap, you saw it with with a lack of material in that length there. I decided not to use those in the end, and I've got the original Marelli rotor that I cleaned up with quadruple zero steel wool that really acts more of a polish on metal rather than an aggressive abrasive, and it cleaned up all of the any grime on there, any dirty and corrosion. So that's nice and clean, and it's ready to go. I will keep the original Marelli that was on the car. I have started to clean up. You can see that, let's see if we can get the light on there. There's quite a bit of pitting on those. You can see exactly where it hit, that horizontal line, and I've started to clean them up. Let's see, there's a lobe, and it's cleaning up fine. So I am going to keep that. I do keep all my old parts because the new ignition parts are getting difficult to find. I have seen used used distributor caps on eBay for $300, and I thought that was outrageous. But if they're in good use condition, rather than spending $100 on a reproduction which doesn't fit and will only cause you running problems, if you saw Tom Yang's customer, it's a tough call to make. I've got my own spare parts cache, so I'm operating on that. But I wanted to alert people that when you use Ferrari Dino 246 ignition parts, you need to use proper fitting components. Thanks much. Have a great Dino day.